86, partly sunny. Back to sanding strips. I knew there was a lot that went into building a camper. Wow. I mean, it's just a lot. And I'll tell you, I do enjoy it. It's frustrating at times, just like anything else in life. Watch the people across the street, they got a deck built. Small deck. Took a week to do it because I guess it was not being able to get materials because they work a little bit and then be out of material, and then they'd show up the next day or the day after with some more material, and then they had just showed up yesterday and got the post caps on and finished buttoning up this siding. I told Aim, I said, well, they probably got the same problem as everybody else. You get some of the stuff, you just can't get everything you need to do a job right then and there. Well, I'm just trying to knock down these edges before I get them stained and painted. Actually, all these get stained. So, ain't sure I got enough stain. I'm hoping I do. I hate to buy another one, but I'm sure there'll always be touch-ups. Things are starting to be able to see more of what it's going to be, all trimmed out. Not exactly the way I wanted to do it, but I wanted some knotty pine, and I really like the wood, you know. But with COVID, when it hit and how you couldn't get nothing, I thought I'd just stick with the wood that came for paneling and stuff. I hear somebody. Oh, Connor. What's the matter?
You all good?
I'm good. I just put all the tools away. It looks like some rain coming. Really black that way.
They said it was for yesterday, but
They all. It's the only job you can have where you can not tell the truth and still get a paycheck. Well, other than that, and a politician.
man, you are all sweaty.
Well, it's humid out here. Of course, I had this all set up in the sun, so that didn't help. So, these are all the strips that get painted for the inside of the door jambs and stuff. Because once these are stained and polyed and they get on, then it's just trim around all them edges and it's going to really pop, look good. I'm trying to get all this done before we leave Monday, but you don't, I don't. We traveled across the country with a lot less finished than what it is now. With all the stuff that we needed to finish it, we called it all over the country. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't have done that.
No.
No, that was a pain.
Hopefully you guys get out this week.
Well, I was okay with, you know, taking a break, but I really like to go. I really like to, and be different than what we did last year, being that we left so late. We didn't get to go do the things that we wanted to do. Because you heard Grammy, she don't never want to go back to California. There are some states I don't want to go to. I ain't going to California. I'm all part of this woke stuff.
Woke stuff?
Yeah, you know, these people that think men are women and women are men, and you can be a dog, a cat, anything you say you want to be. It's pure insanity. It's all Satan-inspired garbage. We know the truth, though, don't we? You excited for tomorrow?
What's tomorrow?
Not tomorrow, but Sunday.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
My video's not too long.
I mean, you know, it's just part of it. You just let everybody know what the Lord's done for you. You know, the Bible says if we're ashamed to tell people the reason for our hope, then God will be ashamed of us. We don't want that. I mean, if somebody helps you in life, you know, like you guys help me, you know, I'm thankful and I don't mind telling people, you know. I'm thinking I might need another sheet of this stuff to finish all the screens. Well, I had to remake that one panel for Grammy's door. I mean, at the end of her bed.
Yeah.
And so that takes a big chunk out of a panel.
Yeah.
So then all I had was, you know, this piece, and then that piece there is too short. I can use it for short stuff, but some of the longer runs, I could, you know, butt them together. I guess it wouldn't hurt nothing. But see, once I get the 30 amp run over for the trailer, then it wouldn't matter because that's going to be in a separate circuit. So the trailer will run off a separate circuit then. I have everything I need now to put the panel in. Got the breakers. The only thing I have to get is the fuses for the 12-volt system. But I could wire everything up and plug the trailer in now if I get it up once I got it all wired up. So then that would also charge the Blue Eddy, keep it charged. And then, what?
Daddy said that rain is coming.
Yeah, that's why I already cleaned everything up. Tell her I'm one step ahead of her this time.
Daddy?
Oh, Daddy? I thought he said Grammy. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for tomorrow. I don't think I've ever seen 11 people get baptized
Sunday?
On one Sunday. That's amazing. That's what I told, you know, the preacher, straight preacher that we met in the desert. Remember this. The people that he's staying with right now in California, her name is Gina, and his name is David. She was just diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer, and they did a hysterectomy, and now she'll be starting chemo treatments. Dwayne asked if we could all pray for them, which I said yes, of course. But they're born-again Christians. They do a lot of ministry work, which
That's good.
when they're going out street preaching with him, stuff like that.
That's good.
I always pray for his safety because some people are pretty mean and nasty, you know.
It's very true.
Yeah.
When we were in camp, and the pastor that was preaching, he said he had a friend that went into Iraq to preach. He was
That's the
killed.
one I was telling you guys about. Pastor Woody knows him too.
Yeah.
Pastor Starr from Mount Zion, he knew him. I guess they all went to Bible college and all that. Not the same one, but so they knew him.
He was shot right in his car with the same.
Yep. They pulled him out of his car and executed him right in front of him and his wife and all his kids. Stephen was his name.
Yes.
Kind of ironic. Stephen was martyred in the Bible. He was stoned to death for his faith. I figured out on my iPad, they have, could always go to a split screen and have both the Bible and my notes. But
Yeah,
I wanted something else. I wanted to be able to, like, I missed something that was said Wednesday night. I was busy getting something else on the tablet, and I heard him say it, and I'm like, oh, I don't remember what he said, which is nice because then I could pull it up on Facebook. Even though I'm not on Facebook, I can still see it post. So I was watching it, and I wanted to type things in, but every time I'd go to type, then it would stop the video. I couldn't have the screen up at the same time. And they have a thing that's called multitask. So now I can have multiple screens open and the screens working,
That's cool.
to where if I click them on to type in notes, I don't lose
Everybody.
something else, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. Yeah, so this morning, guess what? When we came back from Arizona, that was the 28th of March. That next morning, I started in my devotions reading the New Testament. So I did 2nd, 3rd John, and Jude this morning, and I started Revelations. So that's like, I don't know, 28th of March till today's the 1st week in July. Managed to get through it all. Revelations is a somewhat difficult book. You have to learn a lot before some of that makes any sense to you, which is, you know, importance of reading your word and having, you know, a dictionary to, you know, study out the words. I did a word study of the word "if" in the Bible, and I think it's one of the most powerful words in the Bible, the word "if." You just go through and look at all the things that has "if" before it. God says, "If you love me, keep my commandments. If you say you love me and keep not my commandments, you are a liar. The truth is not in you." You know, different passages. Of course, being that we're still sinners, even though we're born again, so we're always going to fight with the desires of the flesh. But the more of God's word you put in you, the less you will yield to your flesh. That's the whole. It's like the more you put in of something, the more it'll come out. So if you're putting in godly stuff, then godly stuff will come out. If you're putting in worldly stuff, then worldly stuff's going to come out. Man, you didn't come over and go swimming. You see the neighbors across there got a pool too. That's like your old one, isn't it?
Almost, yeah. I love Buckley now. Fill that out.
Yeah. Of course it did. Of course. Pretty bad spot. So we got 3 different sizes here. Inside of the closet, door jambs are 1 3/16. And then the next ones are the inside of the door between the bedroom and the bathroom. They're 1 3/4. And then the door going back into the garage is 2 3/8. Man, that's enough things to record. That'll be 15-minute long video.
20 minutes.
Oh, good gravy.